Both rock climbing and woodblock printmaking begin with a vision, an idea of what the climb or the print might become, but neither guarantees a predictable outcome. The climber and the printmaker set off with preparation, skill, and faith, knowing that challenges and uncertainties lie ahead. In climbing, each move is a decision requiring adaptability, problem solving, and trust in one's abilities. In printmaking, every cut in the block is a commitment, each layer of ink an irreversible step. Mistakes can happen, but both require perseverance and a willingness to adapt. Climbing carries physical danger, falls, fatigue, the unknown of a new route, while printmaking has its own risks. A misplaced cut, an unplanned ink blot, the slow reveal of an image that may or may not align with the artist's vision. Yet, in both pursuits, uncertainty is part of the thrill. Just as a successful climb rewards with a summit view and a deep sense of personal achievement, the completed print emerges as something entirely new, something that didn't exist before. Both experiences bring joy, reflection, and growth, not just in the final result, but in the journey itself. A climb is often shared with a partner, the joy of reaching the top amplified by the support of a friend. A print, though created alone, is ultimately meant to be shared, bringing something new into the world that others can experience and connect with. In this new woodblock print project, I invite you to come along on this long journey. I want this to feel like a shared experience, where you're not just watching, but you're involved in the process. Your thoughts and feedback fuel my creative process, so I'd love to hear from you along the way. Just like carving into a woodblock, this journey will have surprises, challenges, and moments of discovery. Come along as I navigate the highs and lows of printmaking, and let's see together where the final image takes us. Alright, here goes the glue down. This is a piece of thin Gandhi glued onto a piece of copy paper. And this layer is going to be glued down like so. First, we need some glue on the surface. That horn is construction down the street. They air horn down at the block, at the corner, because it's a one-way street here. And they have queued up trucks, dump trucks or cement trucks, whatever they're doing for the day. They have them queued up like down the street around the corner. And they'll air horn when they're ready for the next truck, rather than using radios with the truck drivers, because they're from different contracted companies. Rather than walking down there or calling them, they just blow the air horn. And then the truck is supposed to hear it and come down. I guess that's a construction thing. This is a big block. It's one of the bigger prints I've made so far. So this is a little bit out of my comfort zone working at this scale. But I do want to start working larger. So this will be a good test piece for me. So that's pretty good. It's a nice even amount of glue. Right, here we go. Really want to make sure you get this in the Kento or the registration properly. Because if not, everything will not be lined up. I think that's good. So this paper is absorbing the moisture from the the glue. And once it gets to the copy paper, we want to make sure we take it off quickly, because that will expand. So here we go. And there it is. I have all the information for my next color block. I'm going to be carving out this figure, this rope area, and then I'm going to be carving out these white holes out of the dark mass here. I'll be carving the white away from that. It's looking pretty good. I'll put my sheet back over it, the areas that I'll be working on. Make sure it's nice and flat. I could have conserved on some of this paper, but this is the first time printing at this scale, which is 11 by 17, and I didn't know which way the printer was oriented, so I familiarized myself with my new printer and this format. But I could cut this paper off. I could do that actually. Let's try that. Cut this paper off. About there. Let's see, I can reuse this paper. There's a little glue on it, but that's alright. Let's see if it comes off. So there's that peel. This paper is layered. So I actually left a thin... See, I just ripped this paper in half here. Meaning half the layers. The other half is still glued down to this block. I could do that to the whole image, but I can see enough through these layers. That's why I like this Gandhi paper, because I can just work right through it here. I don't need to peel that layer off. But I could reuse this, and I might. So I'll let that dry and set it aside. Alright, here we are. We're printing our second light gray color on this block. I'm not covering the whole block, I just need really one half of it or a third of it. I'm going for a very pale, very light gray. This was the impression before, very faint. It's a larger sheet. Oops, upside down. This will be better. Sure to get that in square. Using a light baren to get it started, and then I'm taking it over to the press. Just 2 passes lightly on the press. There we are. Second impression. It's a light gray. We'll let that dry.